I have upgraded once again from Dave Schmittou to Katie Miglin. However, I will note that Dave is here. And in a couple minutes, I'm going to tell you how you can get this shirt, which is now officially on the teachbetterswag.com store, and how you can save 20% off on getting this shirt today only. So
what you're saying is we can wear Dave.
You can have Dave Schmittou on
your heart.
Here on your heart at all times.
It
doesn't
get much better than that.
It doesn't get much better than that. So we're gonna hang out. I've got some trivia questions. We might look at those. Maybe we'll do a contest in the chat. We also talk about maybe we'll go deep on some stuff. I don't know where we're gonna go. Maybe we'll talk about you. We're probably gonna talk about your day at school because you just rushed home to get here. So maybe we'll dive into that a little bit. If you're with us, drop in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. What are you taking a break from? Are you having a drink with us? Are you having a snack with us? What's on the plate tonight? What are you taking a break from? What can we do? We'll have some fun. Katie and I are hanging out for the next hour, whether you're here or not. So hopefully you'll stick around with us. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. So because we aren't professional here, I'm texting Dave while we're live. I took a snapshot of my shirt, and I'm texting it now and texting hashtag miss you boo.
I think that's completely appropriate.
I think that works, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that really kind of summarizes the shirt on your heart and on your phone.
It's a shirt on my heart and the man on my mind. Look at this. Jeffrey Pricker says, wow, what a great gift. Dave in my heart with me. Always just wow. Good to see you, Jeff. Adam's here with us. Just got home from parent conference. All right.
Good job, Adam.
Up in the Cleveland area. Carly's in the house. Hi, Carly. Happy Wednesday. Really? Excited to have you here. So I do have my Dave shirt on, as we were talking about before, where it says some people are famous, some people are infamous, and some people are Dave Schmittou. It came from a brain break, I assume. And Mr. Joshua _ Stamper created it for me, but I told him I wanted it just me. I only wanted it for me. Well, today we hit the switch, and it's officially on teachbetterswag.com. And as I'm going to throw across the bottom right now, if you go to teachbetterswag.com and use code BrainBreak20, you don't need the quotes, just the code, you can save 20% on this shirt, which there's a couple different colors. There's also a tank, if you want a tank top deal, because Dave likes to show off the muscles, so it made sense to do a tank top.
Right, like a bro tank.
Yeah, what's that?
Like a bro tank, I assume.
Yeah, but I actually think I don't know whether it's a bro tank or if it's a female cup. Whatever, it's a tank.
Okay. All right.
There's a couple different options that you could get this for. The 20% code, that code is only good for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
So I figured that would be anybody who's watching live, anybody who catches this in the most recent time can jump over. Now you'll be still able to get a shirt anytime you want, but you can save 20% by jumping over with code BrainBreak20 right now and getting that. So anyway, Mark Heller's in the house.
Hi, Mark Heller.
And Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Jeff, I feel like this is a really important question.
What concert are they going to? Yes, that's extremely important. So
that is also.
I assume this is Nikki's daughter surprising. Because she said kid who is typing this. She doesn't know what concert she's going to because she's.
Oh.
You'll have to let us know later what concert.
Right. Yes. So. Wait, I just want to know: are there enough options where we could wear Dave 7 days a week?
Yes, I believe so.
That is probably the best news I've heard in the last hour.
You should. I think so because there's multiple. There's black, white, and then there's multiple colors like a red, blue. I think maybe a green.
Okay, so there you go.
You could do the tank. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think you could definitely do. I think another design I want to do is actually just a big picture of Dave on the back,
Okay.
and with the text it just says, like, maybe on the front it said Dave's got my back, and then on the back it's Dave's face.
I'm
Just
kind of disappointed that isn't what you came up with first.
I know I'm a little upset, especially
I am
since
too.
Chuck Pool's here, and I could have got him that shirt, and he has to settle for this one. I really think
Yeah.
that could have been
It's a
big.
missed opportunity, honestly. I'm not mad. I'm just mostly disappointed in you, but
I want to do one. A few years ago, Charles Schwab, their like whole thing that they did was like talk to Chuck or call Chuck or something like that.
yeah.
I almost want to do one for Chuck Pool, but it's just like, need help teaching? Like, talk to Chuck, and it's just Chuck Pool's face. Anyway, I'm excited that Chuck Pool's here. Anyway,
Hey, Chuck.
I'm excited that you're here.
Well, thank you.
I tend to get very melancholy when Dave tells me he's not going to be here.
I get that.
I usually have to take a few moments. I typically go to my wife and my kids and I hug them, and I share with them my self-doubts, and I wonder if it's something I said or something I did. And then I realize that it's just because he's traveling, so he can't be here.
Right.
And it's tough.
It's not you, it's him.
It's and then I wait and I cry, and then I reach out to someone like you. Typically, a lot of times it's you, and I'm like, hey, can you come on? And you're like, I might be able to. Let me ask Matt if he can watch the kids. And then I say something like, I get really excited and I say, well, maybe Matt can come on. And then you say no, and I go back to sadness.
I'm really sorry.
But I also got to see Matt just now, so I feel like I'm back to happiness, and we're here.
I feel like today has really just kind of been a wave of emotions for you, and I'm so sorry.
It's not just the last several days have been just a roller coaster.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you got Dave to comfort you right now, literally, not figuratively.
Yeah. Anyway, so how was your day? Hopefully not quite as emotional as mine.
No, it was not a wave of emotions. It was fine, meetings, and it was kind of a mad dash. We get out of school at 3:45. So when you email 3:45 Central.
So like 15 minutes.
Yes.
How far of a drive is it? Tell me it's 16 minutes.
No, it's not.
You did it in 12.
No, all the things. I live very close to my school. I think it is approximately 2.5 miles, and it's only a country road. So you're
not waiting a whole lot of traffic and stuff like that.
No, I mean I'm waiting on traffic of people who are picking up.
Do you turn right out of the driveway to go to your house?
Yeah, kind of. My street is almost like right in front of my house. So then
like right in front of out of the school.
Oh, then yes, I turn right out of the school.
Turn right. Okay. I'm envisioning where your school was, because the left you go into town.
Correct. Yeah. So I am to the right, and then like that cornfield that's right there. My house is on the other side of that cornfield. So I didn't have.
Do you own any of the cornfield?
Do I own any of that? No.
Okay, just curious.
No. I don't even know who does, honestly.
Probably a farmer.
I would assume, maybe. So it was a mad dash to get over here, but I made it.
I messaged you like 3 till. I'm like, hey, are you gonna make it? And at 1 till you jumped in.
We did.
So you're here. Chelsea Nicolino's here, which is super exciting too. So how has school been going? Because you've been in a full almost 2 months.
Yeah. Well, month and a half. Yeah.
How's it going?
It's been good. I think it's been going about how it's been going probably for everybody. It's, you're adjusting to getting back to classes that are full, busier schedules. For us, it's we didn't have anything in person. So meetings were on a computer. This year it's in person. So your time is like, I'm running to this conference room.
Are you kind of wishing meetings were still virtual?
Kind of, just because it felt, I don't know. And maybe drop in the comments, maybe it's just me, but I felt virtual meetings were not as stressful because all you had to do is sit down. So everything was at my desk. I just had to sit down. I didn't have to wrap up my classroom to make it somewhere. If that makes sense.
Well, if you were teaching, virtually too, right?
Right.
So you didn't have to sit down. You were already sitting potentially.
Right. But even
switch Zooms.
Right, exactly. But even last year when we came back in person, everything was still virtual as far as outside stuff. So it was okay, see you guys, and then I would just sit down. So I do feel like there's a little added stress, but
I would. Katie said that. I'd love to see it in the comments. Like, are you doing in-person meetings? Do you wish they were still virtual? I'm curious whether your admin went back to it because that's what we used to do and they should, or if they felt like the virtual ones weren't as efficient. I find that hard to believe because most meetings aren't efficient anyway. So virtual, I think most people actually end up like virtual was actually feeling better. Well, so Adam brings up a great point though. Like for him personally, right? So it's going to be person to person. He feels more distracted in virtual meetings because you have things that could,
exactly. I think it honestly depends on what the meeting is. You know, if it's like a parent meeting and it's just like giving updates about a student, I feel like those are more focused because it's like, okay, every teacher talk, every adult, every person speak, and then we move on, versus like the bantering, which I know is great for relationships. And I totally get the other side of it, but I do kind of agree with you that I can see both sides. I can see why.
Yeah, I can see both sides.
Yeah, like if you're distracted because it's like a meeting you're just listening to, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, depending on what your environment is at home, when the meeting is, like if you have kids, small kids, or a spouse that works from home and that whatever. But I guess if you're in your room too, though, if you're on a virtual, you have all your distractions of the stuff you could be doing in your room too. So yeah, I get you, Adam. I got it.
So okay. But it's been just it's a crazy busy start to the year.
I agree with Chelsea. Like as a parent, I would I don't mind going in because we were literally like we walk to our school in 5 minutes around the corner. But even then, I'm like that's sometimes our schedules don't line up because my wife and I don't line up. I'm like I'd love to have the option of virtual, and that's something that when I speak on like social media, that's one of the big things I talk about is like offering that type of thing for parents to have crazy schedules that you can have them.
Yeah, Chelsea, I totally agree.
Chelsea, are you doing that this year? Just curious.
Yeah, I want to know what your district was. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you Katie doing like your parent teacher conferences in person and stuff?
We have to offer both. So
okay, so they can't. Okay.
Yeah, we have to offer both. Which our school is in the very outskirts of our district, so we're like the very edge. And so some parents, depending on where they live in town, which I know this is not big because like Chicago is way longer commute, but our town isn't that big. And to get from one corner of where parents could live to ours could be like 20 minutes. So for a parent to drive out for
a parent who's got a busy schedule can be
right.
Because it's 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back plus the
yes, exactly. Yeah. So I do like the virtual.
This is good. So she's doing that way, doing virtual. That's great. So Chelsea's here close by to us here. Interesting. So. Yeah. Kate, I've been wondering for a long time, and I'm hoping that you can answer this one for me. Okay. What does the www stand for in www like in a web browser when you type that in?
Like the thing that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, like when you type in www.teachbetterswag.com, what does www stand for?
World Wide Web?
That's good. That was the first trivia question. Good job.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jeff, we're going to have to get off and we're going to have a little conversation because I'm concerned.
No, I think we're okay. Okay. Do you know what URL stands for? Stands for this isn't a trivia question. It just always leads me into that because www is an easy one. URL is a different one.
Something link?
It's Universal Resource Locator.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's because it's your URL is what you put in to direct your browser what the resources to go get, grab, and show and display.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
No, I'm not.
That's not on this one. All right. Do you know how long an Olympic swimming pool is in meters? By the way, because we're not in the United States.
100.
Because that's how they do it. It's actually 50.
That was my original thought, but that seems short.
So you don't teach history, right? Here we go. You teach math, but not geometry. Well, yeah. What geometric shape is generally used for stop signs?
Hexagon?
Octagon.
No, it's not.
That's what it says. I don't believe that either. I think that's wrong.
I mean, this is going to be really embarrassing if I'm wrong, but
I'm looking up stop signs right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're wrong.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking this up. What?
You go ahead and everybody Google that. Let me know. Adam knew the pool. Adam is confirming, and I believe Adam.
Well, I mean, I believe Adam and I believe Google, but no. Mm-mm.
This is an interesting. What do you know? What cynophobia is? CYNO phobia. Xenophobia.
Xenophobia. No.
That's a fear of dogs. I never heard that. Maybe it's. I don't think you ever hear that because you shouldn't be afraid of dogs.
My 3-year-old is afraid of dogs.
Is she really?
Yeah, we have a dog.
My 9-year-old who turns 10 tomorrow until a year and a half, 2 years ago was terrified of all dogs. And we've always had dogs that were super docile and nice, like that loved him to death.
Did you ever figure out why? Because I have not figured out why, like where it stemmed from.
No, I don't know because he didn't like get knocked over or anything until he was older. He was already scared of him.
Right.
But like, no, I never realized why. So
it's crazy.
Chelsea.
Okay. Yes, you know what got me? It's the sides.
It doesn't go straight down. It goes down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what threw me.
Yeah, man, those stop signs are tricky ones.
I guess I know what my bell ringer will be tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's gonna be funny when they all get it without even blinking.
Probably.
And you're like, and you can tell them, you're like, just so you know, last night I was quizzed and I got it right too, guys. Good job. Kids.
I knew this, obviously.
Yeah. So are you I'm going random back and forth because we're asking now about school. Are you guys are masks mandatory at school or are you guys optional? Like how's that been?
Not bad. We have a state mandate in Illinois. You have to wear a mask.
It is a state mandate, that's right.
Yeah, so it's anywhere indoors. It did start originally, I think it was like early August. The mandate came out for all schools, and then it was regardless of vaccination. And now it's all indoor buildings. Gotcha. So yeah, so it hasn't been too bad. I mean, it's honestly no different than it was. Like wearing a mask. It's not.
Yeah, is what it is. Yeah,
right.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm gonna do more trivia here. I'm curious. What I don't even know. Like most of them, like I'm not gonna add. Like there's no way anybody knows what these are.
Try it. See, that's.
How many languages are written from right to left?
Is it a multiple choice?
I'll give you a multiple choice.
Okay, that'd be great.
3, 12, 36, or 10. 3, 12, 36, or 10. How many are written from right to left, which is not English, huh?
No.
Or Spanish.
I'm going to say...
French, or German, or Russian.
Yeah, I was going to go like 10 or 12.
Adam says 12, and I think Adam Googled it, because 12 is the answer.
Oh, man. Good job, Adam. See, Adam knows these things. Ooh, I have a trivia question from my bell ringer. Would you like me to ask you and see if you know
what you brought? Oh, yeah, this will be good because I'm sure I'm not smarter than your 6th grader.
Okay, it's like random trivia.
Are you 6th or 7th grader?
I'm 7th grade. I mean, I'm personally not a 7th grader, but I teach them.
I might be a 7th grader.
Well, then let's see if you know this.
All right, let's see if you know.
The most hot dogs consumed in one sitting.
Ooh, jeez. I have a follow-up question first.
Okay.
Clarification question. By whom?
The guy.
Like the record holder?
Yes.
Most hot dogs consumed in one sitting. So this isn't necessarily the speed. It's just in one sitting.
Yes.
I'm wondering. I don't know whether that'd be more or less, honestly.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Don't you Google it?
I'm not Googling it. Okay. My hands are up. I'm not Googling. Okay. Alexa. I have no idea. Is it like 200?
No, it's not that.
According to
Alexa, stop. I didn't know she heard me. She's a sneaky one.
Yes, Joey Chestnut. Thank you, Adam, for throwing that in the comments. Joey Chestnut.
How many is it?
76.
76. Carly says, I've done 90 something.
Yes. Yes. It's in the competition. It's the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. The competition is where he did that?
Yeah, I'm guessing because why else would you choose to
Was
sit
it
down and eat
was it
76?
well, you to set a record of how many you could eat versus how, because
Valid.
those are like how many can you eat in a certain amount of time, not necessarily in one sitting. My guess is those
True.
guys compete. If you let them sit there for an hour, they'd probably eat 200.
But do you think they would? Because here's my thought. If you have a longer period of time, your stomach is like settling,
Well,
and then you feel
they would eat more if you let them go an extra 10 seconds, because they can obviously, if the dude can eat 76 at a
True.
minute or whatever the heck it is that they do, I'm sure he could fit another 5 in, right? So
yeah. I guess
now if you gave him a lot of time, yeah, I think it's because at some point you're gonna be like, it's no longer about how fast I can, I just can't.
right.
I'm gonna lose it all. So that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Salt
Yeah,
content.
the salt content and like whatever else is in those things.
Yeah, because I mean, they might be the all beef franks. You might get lucky, but it just doesn't seem.
I don't know. I'm thinking probably not.
I'm guessing probably not as well.
Katie, do you know what animal can be seen on the Porsche logo?
Porsche logo. No, I'm like legit blanking. Why is every other logo coming to mind?
What logo is popping in your head?
Jaguar.
What was the first Jaguar popped in your head?
Yeah,
I'm thinking. Okay. Follow-up question. What animal is featured on the Jaguar logo?
Like a cat? Just kidding. Isn't it a jaguar?
Okay, it's a big cat. Yeah, Jaguar.
Okay, I was like,
so it is a horse on the Porsche. Which brings up fun trivia about. Do you know where the BMW?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where that came from? Why it's the blue and white like that?
Why it's the what?
Blue why their logo is the blue and blue white in the circle?
Because of BMW?
No, BMW actually started as a to building airplanes, and that was the propellers, like the view of the propellers.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I mean, I'm not gonna question you. You seemed very confident. So,
Adam says 2 companies combined. So yeah, I think that's what it is, and I think they use that. But Adam, confirm me. Can you Google that, see if I'm right, or if I heard that somewhere and they lied to me? Oh, he says yeah. I agree. So.
Good job, Adam.
That's a fun one. I know a couple things, not many, but I do know a few things.
Yeah, and there's a time where you need to know that.
You never know.
Right, exactly.
Who was the first woman pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic?
Amelia Earhart.
Good job.
I want to preface to anybody who's watching. I told Jeff before we started, I said, I'm terrible at trivia.
You're not doing bad at all.
Right, but there's going to be
if you can get this one, you'll win all the prizes.
Okay, we'll just.
Okay. What is the rarest M&M color?
Blue.
No, that would be my thought too.
Yeah, because it's the newest.
It claims that it's brown.
I think that's a faulty answer because what happens when it's
Adam, look that up for us. What's the rarest M&M color? Chelsea says green.
I could see green being I don't see a lot of it.
Yeah, but she's I like her. She's spunky. She should be more prevalent in bags.
Well, she should be. Doesn't mean she is.
That's a very good point. I don't know. Mention it. Anyways, this is brown. I don't know. It's quizbreaker.com. I don't know how accurate they are. What was the first soft drink in space?
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you ever been down the Coca-Cola factory down in the museum down in Atlanta?
Yes. I went as a kid. And then
you went as a kid, okay.
Yeah, I went when I was I don't know, maybe 10. But then we took students, Ray Hewitt, and I took students to the Ron Clark Academy, which is in Atlanta.
Did you go?
Right. And it's not far. Our hotel was not far from the Coke factory. And I really wanted to take the students, and they wanted to swim in the hotel pool, and they made fun of me. Still to this day, they make fun of me. They're like, hey, remember when you were really upset we didn't go to the Coke factory? I'm it's a cool factory.
They didn't know that they could try 375 different flavors of Coke from all around the world, huh?
Thank you.
And it squirts across the top of the building. Well, you can sit in an old 50s cafe and get legit cherry Coke without the cocaine.
Yes, I know.
If you go there on Saturdays after 6, you get the cocaine.
Man,
fun little tidbit about Atlanta.
Opportunity. Yeah,
that was a cool museum.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Next time you're.
Although if you're in there and you have to pick one place to go to when you're down in Atlanta, you got to go to the aquarium's unbelievable though.
Well, yeah, that was
Aquarium's awesome.
a little farther and was going to take more time. What?
Cottis approved.
Okay, is it specific? This is a follow-up question, Adam. Is it specific to plain M&Ms? Or is this just a universal M&M in general?
And is blue even in there? Because blue was new, right? So maybe they only count that for like, is blue still considered? It's been around for a long time. But that was like 20 years ago when they introduced it. But is it still considered like a new color? Maybe it's like a different graph. I don't know. I'm going to need to see bar graphs.
But I want to know, like, if you get the peanut butter or if you get the peanut, which, by the way, Jeff, what's your favorite M&M? This is a deal breaker for our friendship.
My favorite kind of M&Ms?
Yeah.
Probably peanut butter.
Okay.
I like plain peanut or peanut butter are the three to go to. It depends. Like one day, like it'll be like I would want nothing but peanut butter, but other days peanut. I don't eat candy anymore, so.
Is this on your list of?
Yeah.
Next. Got it.
Yeah, that's the thing that was M&Ms were the things that caused that.
Really?
Yeah, because my daughter likes them. I mean, Amy likes them too, but like we always kept them in the house, the big bags in the house for like Jacqueline to have some here and there. And I'd walk through the kitchen and just grab a handful every time I went downstairs and upstairs, and I'm like, whoa, I'm eating a lot of M&Ms.
Oh yeah, that's why I can only buy the fun size. I know it's terrible for the environment, but because otherwise I need a stopping point. Like I need a visual reminder to stop.
And I don't know if you've ever made pancakes with M&Ms in them, but that'll make it even worse for you.
What?
You'll eat them even more. You ever made like chocolate chip pancakes?
I've never thought to do M&Ms, but we have many M&Ms, so I know what I'm doing this weekend.
M&Ms, you can do marshmallows too, but you got to put them in right at the end because otherwise they just melt in the
right. That makes sense.
Really. But yeah, M&Ms we've done that from time to time.
Okay, all right.
I would try with regular M&Ms. I've never tried with like peanut butter M&Ms because my daughter hates peanut butter, so she wouldn't do that. But
right, we have had cookies that have the caramel M&Ms in them instead of regular M&Ms. That
okay.
Don.com.
Interesting. This is interesting too. So plain are made in different factories from the other ones, so the distribution is different for others.
Why are they excluding?
I don't know. This M&M thing is really crazy to me. Hi, Megan.
Yeah, why do they?
Megan, tell us what your favorite M&Ms are.
Yeah, let's do a vote. So we've got a couple votes for peanut butter. Drop your favorite type. There's hazelnut, crisp.
And you got to do like, can you do maybe like list the things like whatever they are like in order of your favorites? Like is peanut butter first, then regular that. If you can like list them like with 1 star for your first choice or not star, 1 green heart for your first star. Yeah, 2 for your number 2 and 3 for that. So you use green hearts to show us the rankings. That'd be good. Just kind of trying to make the comments a little more colorful.
Yeah, I get it. So what would your top 3 be? Those 3. What order though? Peanut butter, peanut, and then plain?
Yeah, I think that would be. I'm weird with the peanut. I'm weird because I feel like I'm getting more.
I agree.
The bigger, there's a peanut in them.
But I do like the almond ones too for the same reason.
Sorry. Megan, just give us green hearts. Don't even try anymore. It's okay.
Here's the thing. I'm so comforted by Megan's comments because you know how many times that's happened to me. And I'm like, I give up.
What'd you do yesterday? What'd you ping me yesterday? And I just responded with it. Something about your, and you spelled it YOU_RE, and I just simply responded with your spelled correctly, which I just was the highlight of my day. The assignment, where is the assignment, Bree, is to comment with your top 3 favorite peanut or favorite M&Ms with the 1, 2, and 3 green hearts next to them based on your first choice, second choice, third choice.
So like Chelsea's is perfect. There we go.
So Chelsea's number 1 pick is peanut butter, number 2 is plain, number 3 is crispy. Do you like the ones with they have the ones with the pretzels in there too?
Here's the thing. I think it's all just a scam. I don't even taste the pretzel.
I'm pretty sure the entire industry is a scam, but yeah.
How dare you?
I mean, if you really want to, that's a whole.
I think
the pretzel ones are. If I'm doing pretzels, I'm gonna go to like a Take 5 or not Take 5, like is it Take 5 that has the pretzels?
Yeah, I
think
like
a Take 5. Like I'm gonna get some pretzels. Bree, Bree, I need some green hearts on that girl. We need green hearts, or else it does not count.
Don't let him bully you. I understand.
She's going peanut butter, plain, and peanut, so close to mine. What is yours?
Can I just say, I think plain is a waste of time.
Whoa.
It's chocolate. It's just chocolate, people.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that chocolate's a waste of time?
No, but you can get.
And just so you know, it is not just chocolate. It is milk chocolate with a candy shell, so that it doesn't melt in your hand and instead melts in your mouth.
Here's my reasoning. All the other ones, you also get that plus something else. You can't argue that. I'm not disagreeing that chocolate's great.
And your argument can, I think, proves or justifies plain not being the top, but I'm still a little bit distraught at the fact that you said it's just chocolate, as if just chocolate isn't good enough for anything in the world. I mean, it's
I'm just saying, if I have to pick M&Ms, that is towards the bottom because it is embedded in all the other choices. Ooh, Adam, thanks for the lesson.
There's a bell ringer for you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? Would you say if there are 24, if pack of M&Ms is 24% blue M&Ms, 13% 9, 16% green, 20% orange, 14% red, what's the percentage of yellow? Or how would you go? Like, what would that bell ringer be for you? Or would you just ask them?
I would say open up your pack. I'd give them individual.
You'd have them count it out.
Yeah,
and
I
see
would
if
say,
it matches up.
Yeah, is this true or false based on your pack?
I'd be really curious to know how they separate them all. They must be coming from. Oh, I'm so intrigued right now. I'm gonna have to look up the video. There's gonna be a video on how they break that down.
Oh wait, time out. Thank you. Boom. I'm sorry. Pull that comment back up because you didn't like that I was being justified. Plain isn't.
I did not say that your answer didn't justify plain being at the bottom of the list. I was upset with the fact that you said it's just chocolate.
Okay, do you like Hershey bars?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And if you don't like Hershey bars,
why? Why would it
chocolate?
But yay, Jennings.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that chocolate was the Hershey bar was the best thing in the world. You asked me if I liked it. I said yes because it's chocolate.
But like, okay, if I want to eat plain chocolate, because that's what it is plain milk chocolate. There are 8,000 other things I would have besides.
Again, you asked me if I liked it. Not so.
No, I said, do you eat it? I said, do you?
No,
eat it?
You said, do you like a Hershey bar?
Do you eat Hershey bars?
I have the receipts. It said you said like. We can go back and look at it.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm gonna call Connor Price, and he's gonna let you know what's up.
Fine.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, get on TikTok, and you'll figure it out.
Megan, here's the thing. I am going to counter you and say, don't use a plain Hershey bar for your s'more.
What do you use on your s'more? Reese's peanut butter cup can be good on the s'mores, yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless you don't want peanut butter.
I don't have room in my life for a plain chocolate bar. Give me something else with it, and then we can start talking.
You seem extremely high maintenance.
Because I just don't want a plain chocolate bar. I'm not the only person that thinks.
You seem very, very ungrateful for the fact that there's chocolate in the world.
No, I'm very grateful that chocolate is coupled with other things. Just saying. I will eat a brownie.
Okay, we're moving on past this, but we're going to stick with good stuff. What country invented ice cream?
I'm going to guess something weird like France.
Close, but not really at all. China.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
What you drinking over there, buddy?
Ooh. Replace the graham crackers with Oreos.
Megan.
I'm never going to eat s'mores the same again.
Ooh, okay, Megan. Try peanut butter Oreos.
Or do the Reese's peanut butter cup, but on an Oreo. So now you got the Oreo with the stuff and everything on the bottom, the Reese's peanut butter cup, then oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, look, Nikki's there too.
What
were you about? You were about to ask a question, and I
was asking what you were drinking.
I'm drinking a Smirnoff Ice Red, White, and Berry. It's the limited edition.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, I love these things.
Nice.
Because I forget that they have alcohol in them. Like I grab them like they're like a blue Gatorade or something.
I'm just gonna make sure that you do know it is not a blue Gatorade.
No, that's not a blue Gatorade, but that's
look who's in the comments.
What I do. He's on YouTube too. Represent on YouTube. I love it.
He wanted to be on this.
Okay, we're not going there. I don't know if we can go there. But okay, go ahead and drop in the comments. Best Reese's peanut butter cup: the eggs, the pumpkins, the trees, or just the regular peanut butter cups.
No, no. If
Do
you
you
put the
need
peanut butter cups, don't just put that. Mm-mm.
do you need something fancy? Like, what do you prefer the egg or like is it
Honestly, I'm
or is
not
the
high
treat?
maintenance. I just want to I want any shape. I don't like I will eat the regular ones.
I definitely like the trees. I know I like the trees.
Yeah, trees, eggs are a little bit smaller because sometimes they jip you and you give those little ones.
Chelsea's very firm. Eggs,
Oh,
eggs,
wow. People
eggs,
have.
trees. Sarah's coming in with trees. She's gonna. Bree's coming in with pumpkins.
I'm fairly certain Sarah Jessie bought me a pack of trees last year because that's what
Like a
good trees
package,
do.
like a forest.
No,
Oh, like a pack of trees of Reese's trees.
Reese's.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
Right, you're drinking your blue Gatorade. Got it.
By the way, just in case anybody's wondering right now, if you would like this shirt, you can get it right now. Sorry, I'm
If
just thinking about
you,
Dave.
yeah, I get it
You
because he's
know,
like way better, and he probably would agree with you on the plain chocolate.
actually, probably not. He probably does some weird Florida thing. I don't know what it would be, but
Yeah, maybe it's like caramel sea salt chocolate something.
that sounds about right. All right. Oh, this is interesting. What was the first toy to be advertised on television? Drop in the comments. Let me know. What do you think is the first toy that was ever advertised on television?
Okay, I feel like this is going to bother me because I used to do for my I used to teach writing when I started teaching.
Okay.
And for my persuasive unit, we would start by analyzing commercials. And we would start with like like the early commercials, like basically anything I could find on YouTube that was super old. And then we would watch them how they have evolved over time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I feel like Brianna's honest on it. I think it is like, is it Etch a Sketch?
Brienne's saying Slinky. Nikki is saying Mr. Potato Head. Are you going with Etch a Sketch?
Yeah, maybe.
Frisbee. Adam's going with
Ooh.
Frisbee. I will tell you that this toy recently was by recently I mean within the last, we'll say 3 to 5 years, 2 to 5 years, whatever. Within the last 5 years, this toy was in the news, stirred up in a bit of controversy. So that might narrow it down a little bit to you.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Etch a Sketch isn't controversial, but I could be wrong.
I don't think so either. I don't consider this to be controversial, but it was in a controversial, very politicized
Mr.
thing.
Potato Head?
Easy Bake Oven.
Like if we want to talk about a scam, that toy was a scam.
Mm-hmm. Bree's coming back now with Potato Head.
I wonder if it's Potato Head because the whole Mr. and Mrs.
And she's touching because they changed it from Mr. Potato Head to just Potato Head. Yeah, that's the one. First thing to be sold or advertised on TV was Mr. Potato Head.
Can I speak to the controversy here for a second?
Oh, if you want to go that way, let's go that way.
Well, okay, I'm not really going to the controversy. I'm going to my own. Tamagotchi, R.I.P. That was a good toy. Here's the thing. I totally agree with the Mr. Mrs. I get the controversy, but when I went to go buy it for my own child, I'm just going to say it. Mrs. Potato Head came with a whole lot more pieces. So simply from a math standpoint of a consumer, I looked at the box, and the box that had the most pieces is the one I purchased, and it was Mrs. because she's got a whole lot of accessories. So
interesting.
Yeah. So for the
so
same
you get more
price,
bang for your buck.
Exactly. I could care less what gender it is.
Which is interesting.
Oh, Adam, I understand.
Yeah, we feel for you.
Yeah. Those were like those Hershey Kiss poops that you had to clean up. Those were intense. Did you ever have a Tamagotchi? Do you know what we're talking?
No, I didn't.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I never had one.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
This is sort of along the same line. What was the first feature-length animated movie ever released?
Bambi?
It's a pump. What's that?
Bambi?
Bambi's a good guess. I'm gonna let some other people get in the comments before we go where it is. It's at the same scale as Bambi in the sense of like what that well known for sure. Megan, I didn't say it had anything to do with my age. I just never had one.
Ooh, Adam. Yep, Nikki. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White. Yeah, it is. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, technically. Okay. So technically, Brienne's the one who got it right. Yeah. That's it. They didn't tell me. So I wish they would have given like what the date. But.
Wait, okay. Did you see Fantasia was thrown in there? Let's talk about Fantasia.
Okay. Do we need to take shrooms first, or just talk about it?
I honestly like what. Maybe this is really mean, and that's fine. You can judge me in the comments. What kid? Hi, Dave. Dave will get your faces on there twice. What kid?
It's that picture too. It's him.
What kid? Also, Dave, if you could throw in the comments what M&Ms are your favorite?
Yeah, Dave, we need your top 3 flavors of M&Ms in order, and you need to put 1 green heart next to your top pick, 2 green hearts next to number 2, 3 next to number 3. Let us know in the comments. Sorry, what you were asking? What kid with Fantasia? Something.
Fantasia. What kid picked Fantasia to watch? As it, like they're like, oh, I really want to watch Fantasia.
That's the kid you should watch as they grow up. You should be leery of.
Like
I don't know why.
I know.
My oldest brother Paul really loved Fantasia. He really loved like the music of Fantasia, and it doesn't surprise me that Bree does too.
Bree, we're gonna keep.
Which I did too. When I got older, I'm like, oh, I really like. I love.
Yeah,
that.
like.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
But I would never like that. Would never be the. I would never pick that as my thing. And I'm not saying that it's bad. So peanut butter, peanut. Did I say peanut butter? So he likes peanut butter.
Okay, Dave, would you eat a plain Hershey bar? Dave, you're right.
Dave, you need to scroll up in the comments and see the percentages of which are in each bag, because we got to that too.
Just saying, your chances of getting blue are pretty high.
I think Megan's saying yawn to Fantasia. So where's your? Are you pro Fantasia or?
No, I mean it was a movie that my parents put on so that we'd fall asleep. Right? I mean, isn't it the same reason that we used to watch Bob Ross before nap time?
Bob.
Whoa. So Dave, you're gonna just get a plain Hershey bar and just gnaw on it.
Yeah, because he's not like you. Like, it's really weird to me that you don't understand that you're the weird one here.
Sarah Jesse, if you're still in the comments, put your feelings.
Hershey chocolate bars are probably one of the most consumed foods in the world.
Yeah, because you buy them to put on other things.
Nah, people just like to eat Hershey bars.
There's so many other good things you could be eating.
Again, never said it wasn't like the only thing. I'm just saying it's a good thing. Yeah, I think when I was younger, I think there's parts of Fantasia that
it's
scared
creepy.
me too. And
yeah. Although, really, kind of reflecting on Disney movies in general, there's a lot of times that I feel like you have to explain a lot of Disney movies to young.
Well, they
kids.
share a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And they're like sometimes depressing and sad.
Yeah. Like I mean, you think about I think about some of the most recent ones and stuff where I'm like, yeah, it's really sad.
Right.
You watch Inside Out?
Oh yeah. Oh. Exactly. But I mean, okay, Jeff, remember, I am still dead inside. So I personally don't get emotional, but I have to deal with other people.
But you see why someone might be. You can understand why humans would.
Yes.
Why is that human leaking?
What's wrong with their face?
You'd have to pay Sarah to eat a plain Hershey bar. Fortunately, I do pay Sarah. So, Sarah, I'm going to get you a Hershey bar, and you're just going to like it.
Thank you, Sarah. Boom.
You choose how I'm playing now. Keep being awesome, Jeff. I don't think he's. I think. Oh, okay. He's saying
you're okay.
Jeff, you're okay. I read that as keep being awesome, Jeff. I thought something was wrong with it.
Punctuation is important, but notice you are still wearing.
Chelsea, I cry in most Pixar movies too. Like they're so good.
Chelsea, I'm happy to provide you Kleenexes and watch you cry. Oh, Up is also terrible.
What, Adam? What rank says number 10 overall? Is that?
Yeah, plain Hershey bars. Boom.
No, I'm pretty sure she's talking. I think she's talking about Fantasia.
Oh, well, in my head, I'm gonna say it's a Hershey bar.
Oh, Onward that was a fun one. It was a different style. It was a good movie.
But also sad.
It was all sad. Yeah.
Okay, let's drop in the comments. Can anyone think of a Disney/Pixar movie that doesn't have some level of sadness in it?
Can you think of any movie that's decent that doesn't have sadness in it?
Oh, I said any Disney.
Maybe that'll be like our Thursday night networking event on that. We're just gonna play Pixar movies for like 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, we'll have to get so many Kleenexes for all of you guys.
We'll have Kleenex stations.
Perfect.
Ooh, sponsorship idea. Kleenex sponsor.
Pixar.
Yeah, Pixar. I was gonna say Kleenex, but yeah, Pixar both.
Yeah, why are we stopping with one? Let's do both.
Clearly not gonna talk to Hershey.
I will just ask for some of the other products that they have.
Have you ever been to Hershey, like Hershey, PA, like Hershey Park?
No, I haven't.
There you
At
go.
least not that I know of.
You can get the big candy bars. They're like 5 pounds.
What would you do with that? Eat it?
Yeah, I did eat it. I ate it. I had a 5 pound. It was the crisp, the Hershey crisps.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you see Brienne's comment and Sarah's?
That's true.
It's so true.
I mean, that's like the whole point of Inside Out.
Yeah.
Is that you need happiness and sadness or joy and sadness.
Yeah.
Is that a Disney movie?
It's not, but Sarah always jokes that whenever you're feeling sad, you should just watch Steel Magnolias, which is true because it's a very sad movie.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame is the most underrated. I don't know that I agree with that. I agree with you on most things, Adam, but I think I'm gonna have to disagree on this one.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen it in a while. I'd be willing to watch it again.
Well, I guess it depends. Are you talking? He's saying underrated, not necessarily saying the best ever. He's saying most underrated, so that's a different thing. So.
But I don't know that I could have an opinion at this moment in time because it's been a while.
Yeah, I just like the Hunchback is cool and stuff, but like Rudy was just so much more moving.
So you're comparing the two?
I'm just playing off the Notre Dame.
No, I was just I wanted you to follow up.
No, I don't compare anything to Rudy because nothing does.
I get it.
It's better than.
Are you a big Notre Dame fan?
I was when I was a kid. I was a huge Notre Dame fan. I just really like. I honestly think it was because Rudy came out when I was a kid, so I like attached to that. And I had a phase in my life where I wanted to I rooted for all of our the hometown teams and stuff like that, but I wanted to have a team that was my team that wasn't my brother's team.
Okay.
So like in football, I still rooted for the Browns, but I loved the Raiders because my brother Mark didn't like the Raiders.
Yeah, I get that.
Like our family's always been Duke fans for basketball, but I just for whatever reason I loved Arizona when I was younger, and I wanted Arizona to win all the time. And football, it was Ohio State, and I'm like, well, I like Ohio State because it's in Ohio, but I'm like I love Notre Dame, and I think it was because it was the movie connection and stuff. So I think I'm not 100% sure. So
okay, all right.
So Joe, you're fired. I won't have that negativity in here.
This is dark.
Yeah, this is gonna get bad. That's true too. That was a good one too. I would never fire Joe.
No.
Joe can say whatever he wants. I'll always invite him back. There's a line from the movie when this guy gets out of being in prison and he says, I'm free, and then falls in a hole and says, dang it. I feel like that's the line we're trying to.
Yeah, and that is 100% accurate.
Those are 3, Poet Society, Rudy, Shawshank, and then throw in Good Will Hunting on there. Oh,
okay.
I still can't get through Good Will Hunting without some serious emotion. I've seen it a billion times.
Okay, if you're gonna watch a movie again,
like
it's gonna be something on. What kind of movie would you pick? What genre?
What do you mean? Like if right now I was gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, so like you're doing, you're either doing laundry, you're doing where you're like kind of
romantic comedy. I always go rom I love like rom-com stuff. I don't know. I just / Adam Sandler.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Oh, my favorite? Oh, that's a tough one. Wow, that's a.
It is a tough question.
I don't know because I really like Big Daddy.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know why because it's like not that great of a movie. Well, none of his are really great. Like I love Grown Ups. I think it's because I can envision like some of my old buddies and us doing that. I think that's a thing. But Just Go With It was good too. Was understand but like Billy Madison though, like that's one of the original like.
Yeah.
I don't know that I enjoyed as much now, but like I used to watch that all the time, and I still like. Amy will be like, "Hey, can you get me conditioner from the store?" And I immediately go, "Conditioner is better. It goes on last." Stop looking at me, Swan. Or I'll just reply with "Stop looking at me, Swan."
Yeah.
But Big Daddy is like still heartstrings. And like that movie shouldn't pull on heartstrings. Like it's an Adam Sandler movie.
I know.
And 51st Dates is a really fun movie, good movie. They're great together. It's funny. And I love like how they tie in the Callahan auto into it, and the brain, the hospital is by Callahan Auto, which Dan Aykroyd was in Tommy Boy in a connection, and that's an ode to Chris Farley and stuff like that. It was just some interesting things. I like some of the twists.
Yeah. What's the
Adam Sandler's one of those ones I'm like, I love all his movies, but I'm aware that they're not
great.
That you have to become a fan of that, or else that like they're not going to hit on everyone in my opinion. So
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not necessarily like
The Wedding Singer. Are you kidding me? Grow Old with You? Get out of here.
There are a lot.
Yeah, that's why he's
Okay, so we could maybe have a Adam Sandler.
We need Dave. We need to do a bracket with just Adam Sandler movies. How hard would that be?
Oh.
No, we did the Christmas movies last year.
Yeah.
I think we could do one with just Adam Sandler movies.
Like I think so. What's the golf one? Help me.
Happy Gilmore.
That's what I'm thinking of. That one might be in my top.
Happy Gilmore, that's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah. And the alligator with the guy with
the alligator. Listen to what I said. I just met. Hey, top of the bay. What do you say? I gotta watch it now. Interested.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. I'm glad we went there. I'm glad we ended up somehow on. Yeah. Here's an interesting one.
Okay.
What famous U.S. festival hosted over 350,000 fans in 1969?
I don't know. Woodstock. Okay.
It's almost easy, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, here's an interesting one that I didn't know. Who has won more tennis Grand Slam titles, Venus Williams or Serena Williams? I'm gonna let the comments tell us on that one.
Yeah.
I bet Adam knows.
Adam knows everything. He is
Venus and Serena. Who has won more Grand Slams? Anyway,
I have a guess. Do you want me to guess, or are we waiting?
Yeah, guess. Let me hear you guess.
I would say Serena.
You were so unsure, like Serena.
Well, I started to say it, and then I was like, "Wait, was that my guess?" I kind of forgot. Yes, Serena.
Yeah, it says Serena. Give him a golf question.
Ooh, I don't know golf.
Let me find some golf here.
Are you a golfer?
I don't know that I'd call myself a golfer, but I golf.
Okay.
Like I don't like Adam gets out all the time. Like I didn't get out at all this summer because I just didn't get out. But like I do enjoy going out and playing golf. I've got clubs and I will go. But
Are you decent?
No, I haven't gone. Am I decent?
Yeah.
If I can get a few times in through the summer, I'm not horrible, but I'm not. I mean, where I struggle is like I typically know what I need to do, and sometimes I can't do it quite right. And then, but if I chill out of stuff, I can play a decent round at least. Okay. Enough to where I'm not like a drag to have in your foursome.
Right. like people
do some of my shots. Like I hit a pretty decent drive and stuff like that. But
like if you're gonna play best ball, your ball might be one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, most likely somewhere a middle, like down the fairway. Probably not my tee shot, and probably not a putt.
Okay, all right.
But fairway play on a par 5. Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I worked there for like 7
years.
What'd
you do?
I started off on the pool deck because I was a country club, and then I was the bar cart and worked at the 9-hole.
Okay. Yeah, my one of my best friends, him and his dad bought a 9-hole course in my hometown. That was all run down. They built it up so like we played that 9 like all like just literally all the time. Like everyone's bachelor party was there. Mm-hmm. You know, big fire and golf carts and we played midnight. We played nighttime golf all the time with the glow
cool.
dark balls. We did lanterns and stuff on the holes. We just have a blast. Like we played there. It's been a while since I've been there, but yeah. So I played a lot then.
Yeah.
Got really good at that course.
Right.
So
yeah, I've
but,
only played a handful, maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't really enjoy it. It's too slow for me.
I usually when I'm out, I realize that I think I'm there for the beer, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's more like for the camaraderie and stuff like that.
Yeah, the social.
Actually, Dave came down when he was in Michigan. Dave came out as there was a second time we actually met in person. He came down. We went out and played around here. So
Okay.
we were good enough to get through it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Hey, making noodles tonight. Today is Noodle Day, National Noodle Day, or whatever, World National Noodle Day.
Is it?
Which I didn't realize we're making noodles upstairs right now too for spaghetti.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask. Like, we're having like a pasta. There's noodles in it.
Yes, noodles. I think it counts. It's just said noodles. I assume that counts. It's noodles.
I'm gonna claim it. I didn't even.
I'm trying to find. I don't see any
golf questions.
Any golf questions?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not a golf person. I can tell you like what people like to drink.
Let's see here. How many colors are in the rainbow?
7.
Yeah.
You know,
here's a fun. This leads into a good one. How do you know that?
That was a Halloween costume for the teachers I teach with, Roy G. Biv.
You did? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. What were you a color? Like each a color?
Yeah, I think I was red. I think I was red.
Okay. In the poem Humpty Dumpty, where was Humpty when he fell?
He was already on the ground. When he fell. I don't know. Do we even know that?
He was on a wall.
Oh.
That's what they said. Fun fact about Humpty Dumpty, though. Nowhere in the poem does it mention that he talked about him being an egg. That's just something people made up when they illustrated things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, the wall thing threw me because that's what I thought. And I was like, wait, that was what I was thinking, is that it was just inferred, like, oh, he fell.
Well, yeah, it says where was mentioned? So it says in the poem, where was he when he fell? My first thing, it says the wall, but I'm like, well, actually when he fell, he was now on the ground or in the air, depending on what point of the fall.
But yeah,
because he was on a great wall, he had a great fall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I heard recently, I did not fact check this, so I could be wrong. Bree will fact check me, that nowhere in the poem does it mention that, like, does it talk about him being an egg? I think it was just some dude sitting on a wall and he fell, and that's why they couldn't put him back together again, because he just fell and, you know.
Yeah, maybe it was like a way to make the childhood story not seem so graphic.
Yeah, you know, kind of like Bring Around Rosie.
Yeah, again, back to the why are children's things so sad?
Confirmed. It doesn't mention. Yeah, well, it's because typically things are like they make up things to do that. You know, my kids play a game that at recess called Infected, that a 4th grade girl made up, and it's all about COVID. And the point of the game is to stay away from each other. So it's just tag. But like what happens is, but it's one to build. So like if there's 10 kids playing, one kid's it, and if she tags someone out there, it's kind of like how it grows, which is like literally, I'm like, oh, so like literally how this whole thing works. I'm like, but that's the same. That's like why that's like where those things, like why they did that. Like you come up with these cute little sayings to teach the kids like to not do that. I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, but like,
yeah. There you go. So she said her kids made up COVID tag for real. Yeah, they call it Infected. Like when they first told me about it, I was thinking, oh, zombies or something. They're like, no, like infected, like with coronavirus. I'm like,
oh no, Bree, I don't.
Is there another reason why? Just to be clear, Bree, I know your kids are amazing, but they really didn't make up the COVID tag game. Like COVID made that up.
Oh,
just saying.
There you go.
Kids make sense of the world through play. Oh yeah, we should have known why. Of course we know why. But that's
yeah.
I mean, look at it. I'm willing. I bet Ring Around Rosie was probably made up by kids. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Well, like okay, because they're just running around in a circle.
Well, no, because they saw people dying and they were like, let's make fun. We don't realize what's happening, so let's dance around this. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing people dancing at a party or whatever, and then they turn black and they die. ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Like, I'd love to say, like, but it sounds horrible, but I'm like, that's probably why. They were just singing about.
I just have a lot of questions about what kind of parties you went to as a child.
No. Like, it was about the Black Death. Like the plague.
Oh, that's what you're tying it in. So
yeah, that's what, like, where it came up from was from the. Oh yeah, okay, that's why, because they were being burned, or not buttoned, but burned. And so they would probably like understand, like, that's how they were making it playful.
Okay, but then make sense of Humpty Dumpty. Eggs.
I don't know. Someone figure that out for me. I want to know what happened with Humpty Dumpty. Like, all right, we're out of time. So at this point, if you're still with us, you asked for this.
Oh, did you? Sarah dropped in the comments. Pocket full of posies. Cover up the smell of the dead.
Okay, so they made a.
This is like mind blowing, people. This is a lot for. I mean, I've literally been right after school. This is a lot to take on.
Oh, this is interesting. All right, I'm looking into this. This is coming from Ripley's. Humpty Dumpty the canon. The original story predates Carroll's take on the character. According to a number of military historians, Humpty Dumpty was the name of a cannon used by the Royalists during the English Civil War.
The king's horses were all the king's men.
So they did. So the other forces did heavy damage to the walls that were beneath Humpty Dumpty, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall and broke into pieces.
Wow.
Oh, and the all the king's horses and all the king's men can literally be taken literally. The Cavaliers were very much like the king's men fighting in support of King Charles, who would go on to lose the war. But wow, that's interesting.
That's super interesting.
It does say that there's no decisive evidence that that's the.
This is origin, just what people thought.
Yeah, but they also say in the 15th century England, Humpty Dumpty was a common snarky nickname for someone who was a little on the large side. It's also been suggested that Charles himself was Humpty Dumpty, having been toppled from a great height by his parliament. Those loyal to him certainly couldn't put him back to his lofty position after all. Ooh, interesting. Wow, I'm learning so much.
Jeff, when you texted me this morning and asked, I did not expect to learn this much history, so thank you.
That's what we do here on Brain Break. You take a break, but you might walk away with a whole lot. So,
it's really the opposite of a brain break. It's a brain.
I really appreciate. You guys were awesome today in the comments, so thank you for that. Go get your Dave Schmittou shirt. Some people are famous, some people are infamous, and some people are Dave Schmittou. I just want more people to have this. Yeah, discount code. That code is only good for the next 24 hours. So tomorrow, actually, it's a little more now. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time, it will expire. So you can get 20% off. And actually, that code works for everything. So if you want to load up your basket, like your cart, you can get 20% off the whole thing. But you can get the shirt now. This is officially here for everyone.
And if you wanted to wear Dave every day of the week, you can.
If you wanted to buy 7, go ahead. I don't really recommend it, but hey,
to each their own.
I love it. Katie, thanks for jumping in and hanging out with me. Appreciate you all. Have an awesome rest of your night. If you are a guest blogger with us, I might see you in about 2 hours at our exclusive guest blogger event. If you don't blog with us, you should probably do that and share your awesomeness with the world. So we will not be back, but tomorrow Ray will be back with Daily Drop-In at 7 a.m. Eastern time. So see you there. And there's Ray in the comments right now, just in time. She's just in time, 3 minutes after the hour. She's also, so Ray was also on her way home. She was out at a school today too, so she's traveling home too. She probably just got home. Anyway, so great to see all you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for staying after time. Thanks for playing Humpty Dumpty, Ring Around the Rosie, Adam Sandler, Peanut Butter M&M, Hershey Chocolates Are the Worst with us. That's the new name of the game, which is very similar to COVID Tag, but not quite the same. You figure it all out. Good? Are we good? We'll see y'all back here same time for Brain Break next week, but we'll see you in the morning with Ray and our Brain Break. Appreciate y'all. See you.